Mass deportations are underway for more than 12,000 migrants in South Texas. They have been living in a makeshift camp near the border of Del Rio. Most of them are Haitians who have traveled from South America several years ago. They came to the U.S. border recently after hearing rumors that they would be allowed to cross. Their arrival in Del Rio has put pressure on the Biden administration. Manuel Bojorquez is in Del Rio. Manuel, good morning.
Good morning. Thousands are waking up yet again, living under a bridge on the other side of this border fence, which you can see is actively being monitored by Border Patrol this morning. As you mentioned, the majority are from Haiti. They fled their country after that 2010 earthquake and resettled in Central and South America. Conditions have now brought them here to the U.S. border. They're hoping to stay in this country, hoping for a better life, but likely most will be sent back to Haiti. More than 300 Haitians arrived back in their home country Sunday, and more deportation flights are planned this week as the U.S. government tries to process the more than 12,000 migrants camped out near Del Rio, Texas. One migrant says he was in detention for 4 days in the U.S., 4 days without brushing his teeth, 4 days without a shower. With this section of the U.S.-Mexico border closed, many of the migrants tried to cross the Rio Grande over the weekend, but were confronted by Border Patrol agents on horseback. 36-year-old Haitian migrant Alex Rossier says if he is deported, he will die in Haiti because there's no security in the country. Valverde County Sheriff Joe Frank Martinez wants the federal government to do more.
It takes too long to process an asylum claim. You know, the system has been broke for 40, 50 years. It's used as a political football, you know, from one agenda to the next.
Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas says the U.S. government is working to move thousands of the migrants every day to processing centers.
We have sent a very clear message early on, in light of the fact that we are in the midst of a pandemic, that the border is not open and people should not take the perilous journey here.
In that interview, Secretary Mayorkas was asked whether there is a contradiction because the U.S. is allowing Afghan refugees to resettle in this country but deporting Haitians in need. The secretary said those Afghan nationals have been screened and vetted and are being flown into the country, and in his view, that is different than simply showing up at the border. Gayle?
All right, Manuel, thank you very much.